What's going on, guys? Who is Tunde here? Welcome to another episode of Afrobeats Weekly, your podcast about African music on the continent and the diaspora. I know you guys missed us last week. We missed you too. We just took a little political break in transmission. But now we are back. Episode 40 is here. So in the spirit of episode 40, I will say what I always say. I need you guys to please rate and review this podcast, especially if you're a new listener. Engage with us. It helps us grow, helps us get noticed. So as you're listening from your favorite app right now, just leave that 5-star rating and comments. We'd appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Press that subscribe button and review us. On today's episode of Afrobeats Weekly, we will be discussing Afrobeats music and live performances. I don't know if you guys have seen that on Omah's NPR performance. It's getting a lot of mixed reviews. We'll get into that. On the review tip, we've got Lojay's Gangster romantic EP, and as usual, new songs, spotlight of the week, turntable chats, eliminate, and all that other good stuff. What's going on, show?
What up, man? How you doing since the last time we spoke? I know it's been 2 weeks now.
Took a little political break to check how things are going. It's not going too well. The street scene is not going too well, but people are moving on gradually. Some people are still holding back. So I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. Next week is another hot one in terms of politics in this country. Okay. People are going to vote. So I know you've got your PVCs by now. So you guys just go out and vote for whomever your preferred candidate is. Yeah, that's about it. Nothing much happening.
If you do not have, I just want to interject and say, if you do not have a preferred candidate,
vote for me. If you never have a preferred candidate, stay in your house and eat and listen to Afrobeats Weekly. Did you listen to any new stuff this past week?
I bumped the Lojay. Let me say Lojay. I bumped the Lojay, and because it was all political thing, I ran through SDCs and Buhari Times mixtape or album, if you want to call it. So yeah,
relevant.
That was what I was writing it. Yeah,
that's a relevant album. I feel like political albums and political songs from even the 1980s. Imagine all of them still relevant up till now. It's crazy how you can still listen to all those songs and it's still the same stuff going on.
So we'll see if we get some in Tinubu time music.
It's a crazy country. But yeah, we are here to bring you the much needed balance, the much needed peace, the much needed gist in Afrobeats. And we are starting off with fan mail this week. Got a fan mail first from Uchechi from PH. Says, hey guys, we missed your podcast last week. Just want to hail you for making Afrobeats Weekly fun to listen to. I particularly enjoyed the 5 and eliminate. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Uchechi. We appreciate you too. We've also got David from Bradford, and he says, this one's not long, but let me read it. It says, hi Tunde and show. I'm a big fan of Afrobeats podcast, and I've been listening to every episode since I discovered it. Thank you very much. I appreciate the insightful commentary and the excellent music selection. Thank you very much again. They have introduced me to some incredible artists that I wouldn't have known otherwise. Thank you very much again. That's our job. I have a question for you, and I hope you can answer on your podcast. With the increasing popularity of Afrobeats worldwide, how do you see the genre evolving in the future? Do you think it will continue to merge with other genres like hip-hop, reggae, and dancehall? Or will it develop into a unique sound? Thank you very much for the hard work put into the podcast. I look forward to listening to your next episode. Thank you very much, David from Bradford. To be honest, I think with these things, with music especially, you never know where these things, go. But I lean towards Afrobeats being such a huge genre and merging with other sounds. I don't want to go too deep into the definition of Afrobeats, but for the sake of this question, let's just say music coming out of Nigeria and some parts of Africa. I think we have the numbers, we have the talent, and we're already getting the recognition, so it's going to be bigger than what it is now. A lot of American influencers are even predicting to be bigger than hip-hop. I don't know about that, but that kind of just gives you a perspective of how big the culture is right now and where it's headed. So I think, yes, it's going to be big and it's going to merge into other genres. But yeah, we are here and we are sticking along for the ride, man. What do you think?
So I think, like, always, there's if you don't know, but there's like a little bump with like dancehall music artists.
Yeah.
And they feel like, man, see how they always say, like, guys, we're not taking it serious. Like, look at what Afrobeats is doing. That's what we should have done when we had the reins.
Had the chance, yeah.
Right. So they're looking at us and they're jealous of it, right? Because of how our artists are pretty much pop right now. So it's only better things because we only have like, I don't know, I don't think we have 10 artists in the palm of my hands that are like huge. So more artists are going to come through the door because these guys are opening the door for more people to come through. The headlining shows in the US, in Europe, we're in movie soundtracks now. So it's only going to get bigger and more artists are going to come through that door. So I think, as far we can take it farther than this. So
yeah. No lies, man. I feel the same way too, man. Yeah, David from Bradford. Afrobeats is going to get bigger. It's going to merge with other genres. And like I said, we're here for the ride, man. So you guys don't forget to send us messages. Be like David from Bradford and Uchechi from PH. Send us messages, to fanmail@afrobeatspod.com. That's fanmail@afrobeatspod.com. So let's kick off with news making the rounds as usual. And we've got Burna, Ayastar, and Victoni set to perform at J. Cole's Dreamville Fest 2023. Victoni will be performing on the 1st of April, while Aya and Burna will be performing on the 2nd of April. The two-day event will take place at Dorothea Dix Park in Raleigh. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Raleigh, North Carolina. Drake will also be making a special cameo with J. Cole, headlining the second night. So it's going to be packed. And this is what we are talking about, let me say 5 years ago, you would find maybe only a Davido or a Wizkid on this kind of,
exactly.
list. But now you're having like 3 Afrobeats and, it's only going to get bigger, like we said, man. So yeah. Let's go to another news. Bad news if you wanted to see Wizkid on tour and you're in Canada or the US. Wizkid has postponed his upcoming tour. He announced via his Twitter account that he'll be postponing his upcoming More Love, Less Ego tour due to unforeseen logistical circumstances. So if you're in Canada or the US, sorry for you. But he revealed that the tour will be set to hold. See the English I speak. He revealed that the tour will hold the fall of 2023 and reassured fans that tickets bought so far will remain valid. So guys, all hope is not lost. Show and the likes. You guys watch him. Come for, man. But for now, I think he's just doing UK tour. So yeah. Some chart news. Let's go to chart news. Fireboy's Peru has gone platinum in the US of A, meaning he has sold over 1 million copies. Again, this is what we're talking about. Fireboy joins Davido, CK, Wiz, Burna, and Rema as Nigerian lead artists with RIAA platinum plaques. Whoever thought Afrobeats would make it this far? So yeah, big news. We are charting. We're in carnivals. We're in concerts. I don't know, man. I just pray we don't lose this momentum, but I don't think we will. So yeah, that's all the news. Yeah.
I also think it's a good thing because Afrobeat now has better management.
True that.
There's only so much you can. There's only so much you can take it if you just stay, with how we were running it back in the days. And so, like I do, is like I don't know if a shout out to your little clip on IG, but
yes, sir.
having good management is also what is happening right now. Like management has changed with Afrobeat artists. Some have had managers from the UK, from the US. Some just have great managers in Lagos as well. So it's all about management and how much your management can help you grow when your brand has, I don't say your brand has peaked, but if your brand has gone bigger than, just the shores of Lagos. So.
Yeah, and I feel like with like streaming and like the globalization of like sounds and everything, Afrobeat just kind of like peaked at the right time. So it's just like the perfect time to be on top, and everybody wanting to hear your sound. Anyways, it's going to be huge, like we said. So stick along. We'll be here. We'll be documenting everything as we go. So yeah, let's get into today's topic.
Before we get into the next segment, just so you know that we don't have a Thames news this week. So papa.
Another week, no Thames news.
Wow.
So 2 weeks in a row now. I think we'll be counting it.
No, we had one before the break though. So
okay, we had one before the break. Yes. Okay, so no Thames news, no Thames sighting this week. Sorry guys, we'll look for a Thames sighting next week. Maybe she'll just come with new music and be like, you know what? Here you go, guys. And all of us will just be happy.
Yeah, we need that, man. We need that.
Yeah, we do need it, man. Yeah, properly getting into today's topic. It is Omah's NPR Tiny Desk performance we want to talk about. And we're just going to like go at it with the angle from the angle of Afrobeats artists and live performances. I don't know if anybody saw the performance. It was like this. Shim, shimmery, shimmery. Shim, shimmery, shimmery. And I swear to God, Omah was singing on the Tiny Desk performance. If you guys haven't heard it, just go to YouTube and type Tiny Desk Omah performance. Obviously, the reviews have been mixed, mostly bad reviews. And as an Omah stan, I'm not even going to lie, that performance was flat. His voice was flat. It was almost like his team did not even watch it before putting the stuff out, because there's nobody who put that stuff out, with him singing like that. So some people have been saying, like some certain songs are not optimized for like a live or a Tiny Desk type performance. Same with the Naira Marley performance, by the way. That one was so bad. I think Tiny Desk removed it from their YouTube page. It's on their main page, but on their YouTube page they removed it. That was very bad. But to be honest, I think I call bullshit. I don't think it has to do optimizing. We've seen good performances from Afrobeats acts on Tiny Desk, whether having a nice voice or not. So I don't know. Is it just an Omah, Naira Marley, if you don't have the voice and you don't have the voice problem? Or do you think like it is... Do you think Afrobeats and live music just don't go together? What do you think?
What? Nah. First of all, you already know what my answer is gonna be.
I just want to ask.
So, okay, exactly. But just for the the listeners, my answer is simple as this: what's your prep in order for you to perform your songs? Yeah. Because I think, like I said, good management is one thing that helps artists grow, and a part of good management is also improving your live performances, because you're gonna get shows. And when you're trying to improve your live performances, you're trying to go on tour, you also need a musical director. Having a proper musical director will help you pick exactly how your sound should, transfer. So how the song sounds on the track, how you're hearing it, how that would now transfer to how you hear it live. So I'm a little clearly, maybe, some of the instrumentals is doing when they're doing the beat is not. The musical directors are supposed to help, transfer that sound. So one, the instrumentals and, the production sounds better. Yeah. And then also how you're supposed to be hitting those notes. Should you hit it like this? Should you sing it like that? That's what you need. It all falls back to good management. So yeah, that's where I come from.
So yeah, like that's a very lovely solution to it. Because again, I don't think it has anything to do with like his voice or anything. I think he was just underprepared for this. I think Afrobeats and live performances, there's a way, like you said, the instruments you use can always translate, no matter what, live or... Voicing is one thing we get. When you're in the studio, they can add this and add all this gyra to it and to come out. But let me go to the Burna performance. He's not the person with the best voice in the world. You're not going to listen to a Burna performance and say, oh shit, his voice is blowing me away. But his performance was so good. Like you could tell that, oh, this guy is like a seasoned vet because that's what he does. So I feel like Omah, Naira Marley, or anybody that's going to like hop on any of these kind of performances, practice. And like Show said, get like a sound guy, someone that can tell you, oh, if you play this song, use this type of instrument, the drums are going to be louder, the percussion is going to be like this, the background singer is going to be like this. So you don't come out singing shimmery, yeah. So
well, yeah. So yeah, exactly how you put it. You just need to practice, and like you could run through that setup, and let people hear exactly how it sounds, and be like, okay, I'm gonna do it like this, and they'll be like, nah, man, that won't fly. So I don't know.
Yeah. If this is your first contact with Omah, I'm very sorry, guys. On behalf of all the Omah stands out there, go and listen to his project Boy Alone. That album is a classic. I just want to put it out there again. Sorry, we fall and slip sometimes, but please forgive us. It's one of those things. We'll grow and learn from it. So we'll grow and learn from it. So yeah, let's move on to the next segment. And speaking of Omah, he's on a remix with La Bianca and Ayastar with the People remix. It was only a matter of time before this had a Nigerian feature all over it. Again, dope song, did her thing. Ayastar did her thing, and of course, Omah did his thing. See, I think the problem was because there was no Afro depression vibes in that live performance. So Omah couldn't eat very well, but on this one, he totally killed it. Say Omah didn't see Afro depression song for I. He will just coast through it. So yeah, I think that was the problem. It wasn't depressed enough.
My shout out for this remix is the fact that, okay, now she is a Cameroonian American artist, who did apparently a nice Afrobeat song.
Yep.
And her remix, instead of having like a pop artist or a pop American or UK artist to go even further, her remix decided to have 2 Nigerian Afrobeat artists. So, exactly what we're saying, the stars are getting bigger, and they are the ones now that they're using to push the songs further. So, shout out to this.
Yeah, it's good. I like
work on this was good.
Yeah, true. I like when people cross network. Like instead of her going to say, oh, maybe I need a Justin Bieber feature or something, she just saying, you know what? Nigeria is the hottest Afrobeats country right now, man. Let me get a couple of fire guys. And again, they killed the song. Absolutely fantastic song. People remixed by La Bianca, Ayastar, and Omah. So let's move to the next one. Call My Phone by Rexy and Ajebo Hustlers. I like this one. I didn't know how it was going to sound when I saw both names. It didn't look like a match made in heaven, but quality stuff from Ajebo Hustlers, dope production from Rexy. Add it to your playlist, man. What say you?
I mean, I like it, and I don't know if it can make my playlist.
It made mine. I like it. Okay. I've invited it.
I mean, I like the production. It was okay. But then again, I think I'm more excited to hear Rexy's album. Because I just feel like, with the features I'm seeing, like, this would be a good album. So probably this song will flow in the body of the album.
Yeah. That happens.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. We're waiting here. But yeah, I liked it.
Okay. Let's move on to Who's Your Guy by Spyro and Tiwa Savage. One of the hottest songs on social media right now. This was another nice collabo. Gives the song more shelf life. And Tiwa absolutely bodied this song and the video. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. You're not going to scroll through 5 Instagram posts that you're not here. Who's your gang?
Man, this is a jam. Tiwa's verse was easy. Because that's simple. There's a couple of name shout outs. Shouted out her crew, the guys in her crew, the guys that rock with her. Like, man, you can't ask for more because that's simply what this song is about.
You really can't.
Just shout out your guys. So who's your guy? And yeah, this flies. So makes my playlist.
Yes, sir. Makes my playlist too. So let's move to Vex by Candy Bleaks, Chocolate City Candy Bleaks, TZ, and Odumodu, the Native Boys. Nice jam. What I really liked about this one is the interpolation of Brooklyn's Waiting I Want, I Go Get. So I just hope and wish that, we could be sampling more of our old stuff. I know there'll be clearance issues because of, like these guys back in the days didn't really have control over their like masters and publishing and all these things. So yeah, sometimes it might be hard reaching out for sampling, but the more we sample, stuff like this, the more our music lives on. So yeah, I like this one. So anyway, Vex by Candy Bleaks, TZ, and Odumodu Black. Very nice jam.
Odumodu had so I'm listening to the song. The song is going well. It's going nice. I'm just like, okay, it's a really nice song. I like the production. I don't know. It's like what's his name again? Crow Santino kind of production, kind of vibe. So I'm liking it. Odumodu now goes. Now drops in the political spice at the end. It goes like, I hope on Peter Obi to save me. Atiku they call me. But it was like something about, I know Grio if they don't buy me loud. I'm just like, yo.
Yeah, like from where to where?
From where, yo, bro. Yo, it works, man. That's like, his verse was so dope. So yeah.
I just like Odumodu's delivery. It just sounds like very believable when he's on the mic, and the way his flow, his personality. I don't know. I just love when he's on the mic. I believe to me interesting. He always says interesting stuff. Yeah. So those were all the music we checked out this week. People Remixed by La Bianca, Aya and Omah, Call My Phone by Rexy and Ajabo Hustlers, Who's Your Guy by Spyro and Tiwa Savage, Vex by Candy Bleaks, TZ, and Odumodu. And from there, let's just slide into the new albums we had this week. It was Gangster Romantic by Lojay. I'll just say it off the get, solid EP for me. All the songs that had been leading into this were all solid, so I'm not like surprised they put out another dope EP. This one was a follow-up to, I think 2021, if I'm not mistaken, Love and Attention. This one, Gangster Romantic, has 7 songs. Production by Moon Release, P Prime, The Elements, Louder, Magic Sticks. Like I said, solid EP for me. It feels very authentic. I feel like it was like, bearing his soul. The album starts out with that sexy and raunchy Yahweh and ends with my favorite song, Over, a very heartbreak song. I don't even know what P Prime was doing on that song. I don't know if it was bagpipes he was using, but he came through. Lojay's songwriting and delivery was also so good. So far, I know it's still early in the year, but this is my favorite project that's dropped so far this year, man. Solid one from Lojay. Yeah, for me.
I mean, yeah, it's early in the year, but
it's early in the year.
Like you said, man. Yeah, like you said, it's a nice EP. I still think Phil's has my favorite, project so far of the year. But anyways, like you called it. This has some really nice production. I was really shocked that SARS wasn't on any. SARS didn't have any production. I don't know. I just feel like they
kind of like it though. So they don't quickly box him in. I don't know.
What's the
I feel like he doesn't want to quickly box him with like SARS and somehow. Sorry to cut you short. You know how somehow if World releases an album now, and it's not as good, they'll be like, you start comparing it to the one with SARS. I don't know if that makes sense. So I feel like I kind of like it. That I just could prove that, okay, you know what? I'm not like a producer. I'm not a one producer kind of person. But yeah, continue.
I'm not saying he needs to be a one producer person. I'm just saying that, someone that knows his sound or know his style well.
Yeah, I understand.
Works with that. I was just expecting like one song, like one SARS song. So I was just like, and SARS are back again. And I don't know. I didn't get that, but yes, it was good. Like you said, Over is the best song on the album for sure. For reasons known to me or not known to me, number 4 is not my favorite track at all. Like I skip it all the time. And that's
number
Canada.
4. Oh, Canada. Now why not? Because you did Canada, and I say if you appeal to you, now we all come Canada, you appeal to. you are there already, so you're like, why you say? It's just like somebody singing about Nigeria or Lagos. I'll be like, what's on saying? Come on, get that over here. Yeah, really, I like it. Funny enough, yeah, I didn't really like the album, that Canada song in like when it first came out, but in the flow of the album when I listened to it, it made I let it ride, so I just let it. I just let
You
it
let
play.
it ride, okay.
Yeah, so I just let it play from beginning to end. I did from beginning to end, and I've had it on repeat for a while now. So yeah, Gangster Romantic.
Yeah,
not a bad album at all, man. Okay, so far so good. I think we should be highlighting this. Our favorite project of the year. Lojay has mine. You said what's his name? Has yours? Feels has yours. Okay, we'll see. Let's see about that. So yeah, let's move on to Spotlight of the Week. My Spotlight of the Week this week is an artist named Wizard Chan. I'm a little late on this one. His music has been floating around for a while now, but I was like settled down to like actually check it out. He has a buzzing single called Earth Song. It's from PH City. You guys should check it out. Wizard Chan. His music is different. You're going to love it. Trust me. Spotlight of the Week again, an artist named Wizard Chan. You guys should check him out. So let us move into the charts this week. The charts are starting to look different, and I like it. We have 2 new entries. New number 1. I will allow you guess when we get there. But let's kick off with number 10. Who's Your Guy by Spiral going down. Folake by Boy Spice going down, number 9. Number 8 also going down, Jolie by Cade. Coming up, like we predicted, Abracadabra remix. Rexy Naramali, Skibi and Wizkid, number 7. Ashake's Yoga, number 6 going down. Ashiwaju is finally going down to number 5. So by Omah at number 4 going down. New entry, one of my favorite songs, Holiday by Rema going down and dethroning and being dethroned. Stability by Aya Star. Do you want to guess what the number 1 song is? I'll give you a clue. Should I say it's City in Abuja?
You're joking.
I'm not joking. I swear to God, man. I swear to God. I didn't see I'm not going to lie. I didn't see it coming. This shit shot up from number 45 last week to number 1. I just know.
Problematic.
Yeah, I just know it's a big. I know it's a big deal on social media. I didn't know it was like such a big deal on radio, on Apple Music, on Spotify. So last week was at number 45, and this week it is at number 1. Gwagwalada.
Gwagwalada. Yo, man. Look, like I said, man. Sometimes I'm just confused. Like I said, Nigerians are problematic because I don't understand how we thought that one day on the Lamy Day that was number 13 would jump into the charts.
I swear.
Be high up. And someone went from 45 to 1. Like, I didn't get it. But, hey.
I don't know, man. That's why, for some reason, I don't know if it's the promotion. I don't know, but I don't hear enough of the One Day on the Lamy song. But it's a very fire song. I hear it's, the trickles here and there, but I just don't hear it the way we should hear an Olamide and Waniko song. I don't know, man. Maybe it's I don't know. I don't say the curse of One Day, but yeah.
Yo, bro.
Like you said, sometimes you can't predict these things, man.
No, bro, but I'm still saying it. I'm still coming down to it. There's something about One Day and his songs that I don't know if it's like production or promotion or management. We'll come back to that management thing, but I don't know if there's just something about it that just is just lacking. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know too, man. Can't put my finger on it. Like, you release a song, like his songs are fire, and you're gonna be like, oh, this shit at least top 10, top this, top that. And the thing is, people play it, but just never charts. I don't know why. Anyways, maybe when Randy drops his album, we're going to like delve into that very, very, very well, very properly. So yeah, that's it. Gwagwalada. This week's number 1 on the turntable chats. Let's move to other segments, the 5. This week, because of all the things we're doing and all the stuff we were going through, I went back to listen to NPR. Like I did a deep dive into the NPR performance, and I found that a lot of Afrobeat artists have been there. So I picking my top 5 NPR Tiny Desk performances by Afrobeat artists. Let me know if it's Afrobeat, Nigerian artists. So number 5, Adekunle Gold. What did you say?
I swear to God, I think you've done this before, but
no, not a tiny desk performance.
Okay, let's go.
Not a tiny desk performance. I'm sure of this one because it's my first time I'm even like hearing some of the guys on tiny desk. Anyways, at number 5, we have Adekunle Gold. We already know it's a performance delight. He started with Sina. You know, the violins were playing. I think he did like 4 songs, and then it'd be like this song. Okay. That song, yeah. So check it out if you haven't. And number 4, I have Fireboy, another Tiny Desk home concert. He did like 3 songs. He finished with Peru, another lovely performance. Number 3 for me was Tiwa Savage, another home concert performance. I think I had the longest set, like about 16 minutes or so. So she was carrying people along. Of course, her voice was phenomenal. None of that auto-tune thing they do when she records. Solid stuff. And number 2 was Thames. If you didn't believe in the Thames supremacy, this performance will change your mind. She performed Found, Free Mind, Luku Luku, Replay, Damages. I know Thames with the voice. She totally killed it. So check that one out too. At number 1 was Burner for me. And this was a testament that you don't have to have the best voice to put up a great performance. He performed Gono, Wetin Man Go Do, Dangote. Yeah, he did it with the Outsiders band. Just gave like a nice Afrobeats performance masterclass. This was in the same Tiny Desk studio that, you know, my fave didn't really do well. So you can't blame the room. So yeah, Burner by number 1, NPR Tiny Desk performance from Nigerians. There you have it.
I love how you said you can't blame the room. Like that.
You can't blame the room because the remaining guys did this at home, like during that like pandemic period where you couldn't really go out. So you could have said, oh, maybe they tweak this sound, but Burner was in the same room with the books and everything.
Yeah, because Burner, as everyone has known, Burner has the same band, which was the same band that performed at Tiny Desk, which is the Outsiders.
Yes, sir.
And so this cohesiveness, they performed, multiple times, so at multiple stages. So the sound is you already know their pockets. Anyways,
yeah.
Which brings me to my own list, which is top 5 Nigerian performance in general. So all time, as of right now.
I already know number 1 for Fire.
Exactly. So number 5 is actually Wande Cole. Yeah. Number 5 is Wande. And why I have Wande is number 5, which normally I should have someone else, which is Daria Atelade, but he doesn't perform.
But carry on.
But I have Wande number 5 because Wande actually, like, his voice is phenomenal live. His voice is phenomenal on records. Does this little parts in his has a whole lot of energy. Yeah. He has a whole lot of part where he actually he be dancing, pop locking. I mean, give me a little show as well. But yeah. So it's good, and which is kind of weird because I hate artists. Like I said, no hates, but I can't stand artists who sing over their vocals.
Yep.
And sometimes he does, but his live voice is just louder than the vocals. So it works. At number 4, I have Asha. You don't need too much. You do not need too much. Asha will perform with just songs with the guitar.
No need to talk.
And it to be mind-blowing. Just someone just on stage playing the guitar, Asha is just there singing, and it's just still you would connect, touch your soul. At number 3, I have SDC. Yes, indeed. Yeah. They've had so many palm wine festivals. They've gone on tour. Their back and forth is phenomenal. They do it with a band. For a rap group, you'd think they would have a DJ, but yes, form of the band, and it's insane. It kind of feels like the Roots.
Yeah. True. I see.
And number two is Tiwa Savage. Like you said, her voice is live. Her voice is killer. Like she is. She's flawless live. Yo, man, she's good. She's good. Performs. She hits it down. She always performs without shoes on, which is kind of weird. Which I find funny. But yeah, it's because she's on, she's on her feet, just giving you the show for an hour plus. So yeah, dope show live. And of course, number one, you already know who it is. We ain't gonna go back and forth. We already know who it is. You already know who it is. I ain't got to say
it. You can say it. You can say it.
Udogu with the Outsiders. That's it. Number one.
Yeah. I'm surprised no Davido, no Wiz in your list.
You want my comments on that, or you want
I want your comments on that.
Number one, I think, like I said, there's some things I can't stand live. Like I said, singing over the background vocals or something, especially if it's too loud. So David doesn't pass the check on that. He gives me hype performance, but just because of that, doesn't sit well.
I get what you mean. So some people, the performance trumps the voice and some people the voice and all that other stuff trumps the performance. So it kind of just depends on what you like in your live shows. But yeah, I get you totally.
Exactly.
Some people just want him to come and shout and pour water and jump, and they'll be like, you know what, that's a fantastic performance. I love it. Yeah, I get what you mean.
And the only reason why I don't like Wiz, it's kind of some people can just go to the show and as long as they hear the song that they like, they're fine.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
right. I just feel like he doesn't perform songs might not perform an entire song. He just give me a couple lines, 1, 2 here, and makes the whole crowd sing the rest. I'm like, yo, fam. Like I said,
I wanted your comments and I got it. Yeah, so there you have it. Shows list, not too bad. We've seen these guys perform. Shout us out, man. Who has been your favorite performer in Nigeria? Let us know. Use the hashtag Afrobeats Weekly. So let's move on to the final segment. Eliminates this one. We went into our political bag. So let me just shoot it out to show. I could have chosen 1 billion and one Fela songs. I would have had a political song, eliminated and it would have been fine. In fact, we would have had more than 8 safe, but yeah. So I went old school first. We're going to do Sorrow, Tears and Blood by Fela and Under Pressure by Raskimono. Let's go old school first. So yeah, Sorrow, Tears and Blood by Fela versus Under Pressure by Raskimono. What say you?
I've always said that Sorrow, Tears and Blood should be sampled. I feel like that's a record that someone should sample, flip, and just make it brand new for listeners now. And with that said, that's my pick.
Yeah, that would be my pick too, man. I absolutely love that song. Burna did a little, tiny interpolation, but yeah, I agree with you. My guess is the cost of sampling a Fela song. I'm sure it's going to be pretty expensive. Anyways, let's get to the new school political stuff. This is Nigeria by Fowls and 2010-20 by Burna Boy. What say you? Two very, new school political songs.
I felt 2010 a lot, man. That 2010-20.
I love that song too.
That song was really dope. I don't know, man. It was really nice. But this is Nigeria. Bruh. Nah, Fowls was in his bag on that song.
He did a thing, man. The song and the video.
Exactly. With the view that, you made you sit up yo, man, Fowls got this on lock.
Yeah.
And it really touched me. So yeah, I go with This Is Nigeria.
All right, let's go to the era of Kenny's music. We have Jaga Jaga by Idris, iconic song. And we have, this song is an underrated political song. It be like, say, you want to tell us, galala, now you dance. It be like, say, by Two Face, another very solid song that I like. So What say you on this round?
Just the title of the song alone is how I feel. Like every time I feel it. When you're just walking through the streets of Lagos and Nigeria is happening to you, this is how I feel. And so with that being said, Jaga Jaga gets it.
I get it. So let's move on to Mr. President, another iconic song by African China, and Ole by the late great Sound Sultan.
R.I.P. to Sound Sultan, my guy, Ole.
Okay, so no African China for you?
Yo, man.
Mr. President. I'm just reminding you of how iconic that song is. But if you say you want Ole by Sound Sultan to move on, it's your list.
Yo, man. Ole. That's it. Like I told you, man, title of the songs matter.
Yeah. So, semi-final round, Sorrow, Tears and Blood by Fela and the iconic Jaga Jaga by Idris Abdul Karim.
Now, before anybody comes at me and says, yo, man, you don't understand what... Look, like I said, titles of the songs matter. How I feel matters when I just hear, like once it's just time for me to sing, the hook. That's exactly how I feel all the time. So with that being said, Jaga Jaga makes it.
I'm not going to lie. Same here, man. So yeah, we have Ole by Sound Sultan and This Is Nigeria by Fowls.
I would say that Ole makes it just because it's original.
Okay. I give you that.
You see? Okay. All right.
I give you that in terms of originality. So yeah, the final round, we have Jaga Jaga by Idris and of course Ole by Sound Sultan.
This is a hard one because I feel like any one of them, take the cake.
Yeah.
But in the spirit of living up to one has to make it, I'll go with Ole. R.I.P. Sound Sultan. That's it.
All right. Jaga Jaga made my own list because of how iconic the song is. But yeah, Ole by Sound Sultan to political bad, conscious stuff, not bad at all, man. And there you have it. Ole is the last song standing on this week's Eliminate. And with that, we've come to the end of another good ass episode. Thank you for listening to this episode of Afrobeats Weekly. We hope you enjoyed it. New episode of the podcast drops every Monday. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you do your podding. We would love to hear from you. Use the hashtag Afrobeats Weekly. Leave us comments, suggestions, and send new music to fanmail@afrobeatspod.com. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram on AfrobeatsPod. That is AFROBEATSPOD. We will catch you in the next episode, and we're out. Peace out.